And Ron, welcome. If you're new to this channel, let me introduce myself. My name is Logan. This is Timeless Personal Growth and Development. And on this channel, I talk about stress, mindset, improving your physique, improving your relationships with your kids, and your friendships and your relationships. And well, if you know what time it is, it's story time. Alright, so get ready, get relaxed, get caffeinated. Because here we go. So today, we're talking about embracing challenges will always improve your life. Everybody has a story. Everybody has difficult times and bad times. Everybody has, what do you say? Everybody has an arc to their life, an arc to their story. So if you reach about 30 years old, 35, 40, if you've done the work on yourself and you proved yourself, you can kind of look back at your younger days and you kind of think to yourself, man, I was dumb when I was 20. Man, I was dumb, naive, immature back when I was 21, 22. And that's definitely the case for me. Yeah, I'm sure it's the case for some of you. And it's our job, it's our responsibility to learn from those mistakes and to grow from those mistakes and to mature and to develop ourselves. And for me, the difficulty back then was all the challenges and all the issues I had back when I was in my early 20s. Most of it, the majority of it, was self-inflicted. And I'm sure for most, in my opinion, most of the problems and most of the issues that people have in their lives, it's usually self-inflicted. Usually. So when I first started living on my own 10 years ago, got an apartment to myself, and I was on my own, I was by myself, I didn't know how to be an adult yet. I was still a kid. I still had a kid mindset. And then, so I had to pay rent, I had to pay the bills, I had to primarily rely on myself to do everything. Like, I was doing the bare minimum to get by. I wasn't developing. I wasn't growing. I wasn't embracing wasn't embracing challenges. I was avoiding challenges. And I would do the bare minimum of go to work, earn my income, come home, stuff my face with junk food, and then just trying to survive the week to get to Friday so I can play video games all weekend. It was stagnation. There was no growth to it. And a lot of that stagnation, that lack of growth, back in my early 20s, a lot of it came from not embracing challenges. A lot of it avoiding challenges. Why? Because it made me uncomfortable. At the time, where was I? I was in the Army Reserves at the time, and yeah, if you're in the Army Reserves, you're gonna have a hell of a challenging schedule, and I avoided it at all costs. If any opportunity I can do to avoid any kind of stress or obstacle or anything that really made me very uncomfortable, I would avoid it. And what came from that? Nothing. From a personal standpoint, there is no growth, there is no development, there is no maturity, there is no getting opportunities at work to push and develop your career. There is no development as a man to make you into a more attractive man to women. There is no development in your fitness, no development in finance, no interest in understanding money or developing money. And in my opinion, your early 20s should be a time when you're working your ass off and finding what you want to do and building the foundation to your life. Oh, and I wasn't doing that at all, and it took a long time for me to find the motivation and the maturity to do it. And once I understood the value in embracing challenges, everything changed. And I wouldn't say it's a lack of, like now, I wouldn't say it's a lack of fear, but I know myself well enough now, even if I know I want to do something, even though I'm afraid to do it, I know when I'm really afraid to do it, I know I need to push myself into it, and no matter what. Because I've done it so many times over and over again. I know what I'm going to feel like if I want to do something and I'm afraid to do it and I'm going to back down from it. I know I'm going to feel. I'm not going to feel very good about myself. I'm actually going to be really hard on myself. Like no one's a bigger critic of me than me, right? I have a lot of standards for myself, but I've pushed myself through challenges so many times. I know what happens and what you feel like when you embrace the challenges and you embrace the fear and you just push yourself through it. And then you get to the other side and oh wow, you feel great. And you feel like you've developed and grown through that because you embraced the challenges. You're not hiding from life. You're not hiding through uncomfortable situations. And that can be hard, especially when you're dealing with anxiety, especially you're dealing with a lot of stress. That can be challenging and that can be very difficult. But like I said, it becomes a lack of productivity too. You're not moving anywhere. You're not pushing yourself forward by avoiding challenges. You can't avoid life. You can't, when you've had a difficult day, you can't run home and jump into your little safe space and hoping you're going to make yourself feel better. No, the trick is to understand why you feel the way you feel and embrace it. Embrace the fear. If you know you have a stressful event coming up, and just accepting it and just being like, you know what, go, take me, I'm ready for it, give me everything you have. And yeah, it may knock you down, but who cares? You'll get back up and you'll be fine. Embracing challenges will almost make you immune to them. Almost make you immune. In the sense of you'll know how to push yourself through fear and it won't feel like anything anymore. Because you've done this routine so many times. It won't feel like, and you actually reach, you'll reach a point, like I've reached a point now where if there's a lack of challenges in my life, a lack of stress, I get bored. I get really bored. When you do the same 9 to 5 routine and you're not pushing yourself, you're not challenging yourself, and you're not finding creative ways to make yourself grow and to challenge yourself and do new things, it gets really boring. It gets comforting and relaxing, but I've said it before in past videos, comfort and relaxation for too long, too consistently, is effing boring, man. It gets really boring. You do the same routine, you do the same job every day, you come home, turn on Netflix, watch the same shows over and over. And if you follow me on Instagram, I did a Monday motivational post today where I was talking about the building mindset and consistently being in a state of mind of building and creating, and the fact that we've been in lockdowns for the last year and we've been at home and working from home and stuff, and we got to find creative things to do to build and challenge ourselves. Like mental health is deteriorating because of these lockdowns. Yes, but also at the same time, our mental health is our responsibility. our lockdowns, yeah, it's out of our control. Okay, then we can control what we can control. What we control, our mental health. So find creative ways to keep building and creating new things. You got your 9 to 5 job. Cool, I do too. Outside of that, I build and I create and I do things like this video for you guys. Why? Because it's a creative outlet. As human beings, we're made to build and create and break through our boundaries. And from a community standpoint and from an individualistic standpoint, we're made to push those boundaries, push the envelope of what we can do, what we can create. The world that we live in now was created how? By pushing boundaries, pushing the envelope, making yourself really, really uncomfortable, going against the grain, doing things that maybe some people weren't okay with, but you pushed the boundaries when other people were afraid to push those boundaries. And look where it got us now. We've created a hell of a world in the last thousands of years because we're human and we need to push. And yeah, we don't need to go out and hunt the saber-toothed tiger anymore. We go to the IGA to pick up our groceries, and we're not in the food chain anymore, right? We're above the food chain, so we don't have to worry about that stuff. So what do? Find different creative, challenging ways to make our world better and to innovate our world. And don't get into a state of comfort and stagnation, and keep building and growing and embracing those challenges, because that's what your mindset and your stress and your happiness and your productivity and your quality of life is going to change. It's just there's stress, there's challenges. It's unavoidable. It's called life. Embrace it, take it in, let it hit you, and you're going to see your quality of life improve by embracing those challenges. And on that note, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, comment, and you follow me on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, at Logan Ryder, Timeless Personal Growth and Development. Like again, I talk about stress, mindset, productivity, purpose, physique, relationships with kids and partners. And I will see you all in the next video. Have a great week.